Hey my love, welcome to this pick a card reading. So this reading is all about what are people noticing about you at this time. So we have these beautiful images that you can choose from. So just go for the one that you feel the most drawn towards, the most gravitate towards, and you can choose multiples as well. And this is also a timeless reading. Okay, it's timeless, but anyway, this is a good start into this reading to see what are people all noticing about you. So let's just get started into this tarot reading. Hi, welcome to your reading, my love, about what are people noticing about you at this time. Okay, so if this is the group you've chosen, I am intuitively seeing that you are very loved. Like, you are attracting people romantically and even like friendship wise, and just like people are really wanting to get to know you. That's what people just noticing, like so much about you, and we will see exactly what that is. But with this image, look at the image, look at the hearts that she has on her, right? Look at the hearts. Look at the image is so like, it just screams like love and all those type of good things. So you are amazing, you need to know that. And this candle is shining really bright, and I see that's what people are noticing about you as well. Like, even if you don't think like that or you don't feel like that, you are shining bright to others. They're really sensing your aura. Like, your aura at this time could be the color red. um you are just glowing and shining really bright. So let's just give this area a lovely good cleanse. Try not to shake this too much or it will like go out. So let's just leave that there. It's incense stick. Okay, so let's go with the tarot and see what messages do we get. What are people noticing about this group? So this is the first group. Come through, spirit, and let us know what are people noticing in all aspects. What are they noticing about this group? Oh my gosh, we have the sun that just came out, so this is positive. I said you were shining really bright, didn't I? And now we have the sun card that came out. The sun is all about shining bright. Like, look at the image on that card. There is a sun and it is shining really bright. It's like this, like a big ball of fire. Of course, it's just like so bright. And you're radiating positive energy as well, so you could have had like a really good glow up. Look at that, Queen of Cups. So people are also noticing your nurturing side and your caring side. So if you do, like, if you're like a caregiver to anybody at all, people are really noticing about that. Oh my god, we have the Empress. As I was saying, that you could also be very nurturing. We have the Empress, so you could also be a muller just like me. Hi. And people notice that about you as well, and how nurturing you are, how caring, and you're probably really in touch with your feminine side. I don't care, this, we all have masculine energy and feminine, but you're for sure really in tune with your feminine side. People really noticing your feminine energy at this time. Okay, let's get another one. And the nine of Pentacles. What a beautiful spread. These cards are also positive. Wow, the Empress. The Empress is sticking out to me so well. So what people are noticing about you is at this time is really positive things. They're looking at you in a really positive way. They're noticing positive things about you. If you consider yourself to be very independent, especially if like you're single, people notice that. So if you're single, people notice that, and they think that you just don't care, that you're just happily being single, even if like you feel like you're not. This is just what you're coming across as. So just know, like, what people may notice about you and think may not always be true, but overall with this spread, what people are saying about you and assuming about you is all positive. So like I was saying with the Queen of Cups, I was being like, oh, people could be saying that your nurturing side, your sensitive side. And then we got the Empress, which is all about nurturing. The Empress is a very powerful energy. She is on that throne. She's like a princess. So yes, people may look at you and think like they want to treat you like a princess. Like a man could be looking at you being like, I would treat her like a freaking princess. Like they would really treat you like a princess. They would like give you what you want, give you princess treatment, treat you the way you deserve. Like there are definitely men who are thinking that of you as of now, and they may just not have come forward to say that about you, you know, because they're probably looking at you and being like, oh, she probably has a lot of people after her, she's probably getting tortured by men all the time. And you may not even be. Like I've had men say that to me being like, oh, you probably get asked out all the time and you probably get like tortured, and I don't. Not at all. So you know, you could be though, like you could be like getting a lot of that type of attention, but if you're not, there are people at this time, specifically men, who are thinking that of you, and you really are attracting people. And I'm saying like you're attracting like good type of man, to be honest. And like if you're wanting to attract a good man, I hope that like one comes forward towards you, because I don't see that you're attracting players at this time, just like really gross type of man who just want to like hook up with you and stuff like that. This group, you don't deserve that. You have the Empress. You deserve to be treated like a princess. You deserve that, and people can see that about you as well, that you're really smart. You're for sure really smart. This group, you're smart. You know where you stand. You know what you want, and you go for what you want, and you don't let anyone stop you from doing that. And the Empress is somebody who really takes care of a lot of individuals, and not just like a lot of them, even like with a specific individual. She's really nurturing and caring. She wants to make sure everybody's okay. So you could just be radiating that positive energy out, and people are noticing that about you. And you're for sure glowing as well. We have the sun, so people are just looking at you in a positive manner, a positive light. I'm also hearing like your smile. I'm hearing like a smile, like your smile lights up the room. You have a beautiful smile. We have that sun card. I'm getting like you smile and it's like woo, like it's just so bright and like really good. I like that card because the hedgehog on it looks ecstatic. He looks like he's buzzing. So if you're being excited about something, people notice your excitement. So there could even be something that you're excited about, perhaps. Because we have this Page of Swords here as well, which could talk about like a new beginning or something, or because like we have Eight of Pentacles underneath it, and he's about like, what am I saying here? I don't know. But the Eight of Pentacles in general is a card that talks about working towards something. So maybe if you're working towards something as well, people might be noticing that. So what are people noticing about this group? Let's get more messages. Let's go for, yeah, let's just get more messages. Tell us, Spirit, what are people noticing about this group? Energy. So this is the orange, which talks about energy. And oh my gosh, like there's like a little sunshine on it. And we have a Virgo symbol, and the Virgo's an earth sign, and they're all about, you know, it's the earth sign, just like the Pentacles, which talks about hard work. So you could be working towards something, putting a lot of your energy into something, and people are noticing that you're putting a lot of energy, a lot of hard work and devotion into something. I see that really makes sense actually when you think about the sunshine and then the energy. We have the Cant pumpkin. This talks about being productive. Okay, I'm hearing like this could be people like if you work, a lot of people who are noticing these things are people in the workplace, could even be your own boss, but you know, it's just like not even like co-workers, but even like if you work and work somewhere and people who come into the, say example, if you work in like in a shop, customers for example, or whoever would come into your workplace environment, even if they're not co-workers or don't work there, things like that, you know what I'm saying? They notice that about you, especially maybe like a lot of this positive energy and stuff radiates within the workplace. That's what I'm getting. Alright, so let's go with the Wild Moose Oracle deck and see what messages we get. Okay, this talks about setting healthy boundaries. So what people are noticing about you as well is the boundaries that you have set. Maybe you have recently set better boundaries for yourself, and people are noticing that at this time as well about the boundaries that you have set, and they could be really looking up to that in a positive way. Like you're being looked at really positive. People are looking at you like the sun, that you're just this bright positive light. So this group, what's being noticed about you is positive. People are noticing the positive things. Like you could have set better boundaries and raised your standards about something. You're being productive, you're putting a lot of energy into something as well. And with this Nine of Pentacles, you're really just enjoying the finer things, enjoying what you have, being appreciative as well. This is what this Nine of Pentacles talks about, being really grateful and being in gratitude. It's a beautiful card, the Nine of Pentacles. And you know what I was saying about men? Maybe like if you feel like a man don't approach you, or they kind of seem imitated, it's because they view you like the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles does radiate this type of energy. Like, I don't need anybody, I'm good, like I'm just loving myself, I'm being independent, this is just me. And just things like that. And that could really be intimidating to some, and maybe that's why they stay away, or they just don't really engage, or you feel like they want to but they don't try hard, things like that. And you may be like, well, because maybe that is the energy you want, maybe you don't want to be having, like maybe you really are in this energy of not needing anybody, you're at peace with yourself and things like that, and that's really positive. Okay, so let's go with this deck and see what messages do we get. So Spirit, what is being noticed about what has been noticed about this group at this time? Let's see. I want to be a queen. Stating, what's this say? Stating your sovereign, declaring freedom, passing the test. Okay, so you could be really working towards something. Like, I want to be a queen. It's something that you really love to do. It's something that you're very interested in. And also, maybe people want to treat you like a queen. Like, I was already saying that with that Empress. The Empress is so beautiful. It screams like, it's about fertility as well. But overall, there are people who are looking at you like a queen, like that you deserve to have a tiara on your head. Like, really? At this time, girls. Forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. Okay, so you probably have gone through a big transformation, and that's probably what the healthy boundaries is speaking about. Maybe you have let go of like a toxic pattern, or maybe you've left something that was toxic, whether it was like a situation or like a substance or whatever the case is. You're forgetting that you're moved on from something, and people are noticing about that. So with this group, you have for sure have had a glow up. You've had a glow up. And that's what people are noticing about you as well. That you could even be like unrecognizable. Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. So yes, with this Nine of Pentacles, you really just trust yourself. You listen to your own advice. You can be very psychic, and you really just listen to your own intuition. You don't let others sway you in any type of way. You're very wise. I already said with this group that you're smart. Yeah, you really are. Okay, so let's go with this deck and see what's the message that we got. Intuition. Trust your intuition. What the heck? That's literally what I was just saying. What? Oh my god, so weird. Like, that card came out. You saw that card come out, right? I hope it was in the camera. Oh my gosh. Yeah, people know that you listen to your own intuition. Like, you're not easily manipulated. Maybe you used to be a very easily manipulative person. People could easily manipulate you because, you know, we had that card forget who you are. Maybe you really just transformed into a really independent queen, like literally, or king, whatever. And people know that. Okay, so we have opportunity knocks. Go for it. So what people are noticing about you as well is that you just go for it. You've probably gone into this energy of not giving a crap what people think of you. You've gotten into a state of being like, F that, like fuck that, I'm just gonna swear, whatever, it's my channel. Fuck that. Go for it. Leadership, set your goals. Okay, so you could be a leader as well. If you have like some type of leadership role, people are noticing that about you at this time as well. Like, we have the Empress. The Empress could be a really good leader who really takes care of a lot of individuals. So yes, like I was saying as well, if you're like a caregiver, if there's like people who depend on you and you look after them and things like that, people notice that about you and they think that you're doing an amazing job at that. That you're so inspirational to them. Like, people could be like really looking up to you and being like, I want to learn from him or her. Like, what they do is amazing. They have put love energy into that, very productive. Their boundaries are really set really in a good way, very positive, and they really listen to their own advice, their own intuition, and they go for it. They've really moved on from something. So my love, this is what people are noticing about you. This has been such a positive reading, so you're for sure being looked at, being noticed in positive ways. Like, we have the sun card that came out, and the sun just shines a light. Like, the sun is the positive card. Like, it like really shines a light on the whole reading. So when that card was the first that came out, we all just knew, I just knew that this is probably just going to be a positive reading, and like all the cards that we got are so positive. So you're being looked at really positive, and it's so amazing. You're glowing, and it's so beautiful. You are beautiful. People think you're beautiful. You have a beautiful smile. You have a beautiful energy. You're just overall a beautiful human being, and people knows about that. And you're probably radiating your feminine energy a lot. And if you do consider yourself to be a feminine individual, then people notice that, of course, you're so feminine. So if you consider yourself to be a woman, you're probably so feminine, and you're probably really soft spoken, and overall people just love all these things about you. So this has been your reading. Okay, this has been all the messages that we have got about what others are noticing about you. So this has been your reading. Take care. Hello, my love. Welcome to your reading. Alright, so this is what are people noticing about you at this time. So let's talk about the emoji trolls. This is Princess Belle. Yes, this is Princess Belle, the one from Beauty and the Beast. She looks like she's so unbothered, like so unbothered, just doing her own thing, like not giving a shit what anybody is saying or anything like that. Okay, so you could be really unbothered at this time, like you're just thinking, I don't care if there's people gossiping about me. You're probably in an energy of like not caring if there are people gossiping, whether it's like positive or negative. Like I feel like with this group, you don't even have the you're not interested in gossip of people. Like if there's people trying to ring up you on the phone, you just don't have time for that. You're probably really busy at this time. So that's the spirit. What? Okay, with the Queen of Swords. What do we get here? Oh my gosh, we have the Sun. So what do we get for this group and their reading? What are people noticing about them? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, King of Swords, and as well as the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you have a really nice balance of your masculine energy as well as your feminine energy. Because we all have masculine and feminine. How many times have I said that on the channel? But I just need to clarify that and say that. Okay, so what people are noticing about you is that they cannot mess with you. That you probably tell it like it is. You could even have a loud voice, or the words that you say are really powerful, like whether it's like online or in person. You speak your mind, and what you say, really people remember that, they really take it on. Maybe you have a really good vocabulary, that you really use really good words, like smart words, you know, like instead of saying the words, and you could like use words like detest. Oh god, I'm just trying to think of an example here. Like instead of you being like, oh, I don't like tomatoes, you could be saying things like, I detest tomatoes. Like people are really listening to your vocabulary at this time. They're really noticing what you're saying. You could be using like really words that people would have to look in the dictionary to find out the meaning about. This is so weird that this is coming through. And you know, we have the Hanged Man, and you know, this card talks about making sacrifices. So I don't know if you've sacrificed something, or if that makes sense to you in any type of way, then people are noticing that. But you know, the Hanged Man also talks about looking at things from different angles, different viewpoints, different perspectives. So there could be of something, you know, I'm also saying that you really eye out people or something like that. Like people think, if people don't want to mess with you, that's what I'm getting. People are noticing that you're not to be messed with. And that you could be looking at them, like they could be seeing you actually, like the Hanged Man, that you're eyeing them out, you're looking at them from different angles, like you could be really suspicious. I'm seeing that people are viewing you as suspicious, that they think you're suspicious about them. And you know, with this Three of Pentacles, this could be co-workers, because this does talk about working with people. So this could be like the workplace. Maybe a lot of people who are noticing these things about you the most as people that you work with. But this is also about teamwork as well. But overall, I see there are multiple individuals who are noticing these things about you. And we have the King of Swords. So he's the type of king who really speaks his mind as well, just like the Queen of Swords. And he's all about communication. He's about communication, intellect. And you know, you could be like an air sign, or you could just have air sign placements, but you don't have to be. But there's a nice balance between us. But people are really noticing your words at this time, what you're saying. You could even be like a boss or something, or you could have your own business or something. I don't know what this is, but there for sure could be, like, you could have like your own business online or whatever, and people are really listening to what you're saying. You put it really out there. You could even be a boss and you're like wanting people to stay punctual. Okay, so this is interesting, so let's just get more. We have the Onion, which talks about protection. Alright, so like I was saying, that they feel like you could be suspicious of them or something about your words. They think that you're doing it out of protection, that you want to protect yourself. You're a very protective person. You could also be very protective of individuals that you love as well. Like, you could have like your own family and you're very protective of them, or even like if your friends, you're probably a very protective person of those that you love, and people notice that about you. And it's funny because they know they can't try to be mean to any of your friends when your friends have you as a friend. They're like, I don't want to so let's say you have a friend and her name is Izzy. People like, I'm not going to be mean to Izzy because they have, you know, you as their friend, and you will get involved and like, you know, things like that. Like I was saying, that people are just noticing your words, your speech at this time. I'm also hearing like you could have a lot of suitors as well. There's a lot of people who are really interested in you, intrigued by you. And you may be aware of this, you may not. Okay, we have the chives, and this says divination. So you could be spiritual, you know, you could like use divination tools. And people noticing that as well. So there's something about divination that's coming through here. People notice that. Maybe it is even like reading tarot, watching tarot. People are noticing that. So like, this is a pack of card reading. Maybe people are noticing that, because if you're like tuning into pack of cards and tarot, then you probably like that type of stuff, right? So maybe people notice that as well. And some people could be interested, but I'm like, oh, I wouldn't expect them to be so interested in tarot, but like, you are. And that's good. But this could even be like divination little things, like little spiritual things that you might own. Like you could have like charms, you could have incense, sage, dream catchers or something, divination, something about the moon, like maybe even like the moon or the stars, just as an example. But there's something here about divination that people are noticing about you. I'm also saying that there are people who really are interested in the same things that you are as well, and they think it's really cool. Okay, let's get more messages. Queen of everything. Okay, so there are people who are looking at you like they want to treat you like a queen, that you deserve to get treated like a queen. Maybe you really do get treated like a queen. If that resonates, there could be people who are noticing that you're being treated like a queen. And this talks about the queen of everything. So yeah, you could be a boss for sure in something. You could be an entrepreneur, something like that. You could be a boss or a leader in something. Oh gosh, the queen of everything, that's really powerful. Where's the guidebook actually, a little bit for that? Like, look at that, she has the world in her hands as well. The world's hers. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And like I was saying, there could be people who are really interested in you at this time, and they're looking at you like, I would treat her like a queen. With the tiara on her head and everything, I would feed her grapes. I would give her what she wants. Give her all her needs and desires, like, no doubt. And you know, maybe there are people who are thinking that you get everything you want, and I'm not saying you do, because, you know, but maybe this could be like some assumptions that individuals may have. All in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception, that's all it says. Oh, that's a positive card. All in the golden afternoon. So you could be, making dreams come true for yourself by using your imagination, being creative. People noticing these things about you. You're inspiring others. And this is the first card in the deck. You're putting your creative energy out there, your creative ideas, your skills and your talents. So you could have a talent. People are noticing these things. What other your talent is, like acting, drawing, singing, dancing, painting, teaching, I don't know, anything. So people are noticing your talent, how much energy and how much stuff you put into that. Okay. It's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, reception. So people really want to be your friend. People really, when you have conversations with individuals, they just want to keep it going. Like, oh my gosh, something here about communication. People love, they're noticing the way you talk. So when you're having like tea time with people, and this doesn't have to be like tea time, but it's like even like when you're like talking to individuals, sitting down with them, things like that, people want it to always be tea time. So let's just call it tea time, whenever you're talking to individuals about things, having conversations, basically, let's just call that tea time. When you're having that tea time with people, they don't want it to end. They want to keep talking to you. Like, people could be really in love with your voice. Maybe you have a really interesting accent. Maybe if you've moved somewhere, like a different part of the country, or even like different, I don't know, like if that resonates, people could be really loving the way you talk. Like, I'm from the north of Ireland, and there's been times where I've been out and I've spoken to people who are from the south. They have like a southern accent, like a South Irish accent. I have like a North Irish accent, but I've spoken to people who have like the South accent before, and I'm a fan of that. I'm like, oh my god, their accent, that's so nice. Like, I just love hearing them talk. Like, that could be for you. There could be people who have a different accent than you, and when they like, whether they tell you or not, they love your accent. They're like, oh my gosh, I love hearing this person talk. Their voice, oh my god. Things like that. And it says endless moments as well, so people are noticing a lot. They're noticing what you're putting out there, your moments. And it's very memorable as well. You're very memorable. We have this card that was here as well. You're rare and free. There are not many like you. So you're really rare. You're like a rare gem, and people are noticing that about you, is how different you are. Your skills and your talents, that's what I'm getting. They're very rare, and it's not like like you have something that's you're gifted for this group. You're gifted in something. This could be with divination, you could be psychic, I don't know what this is, but you have something that's really rare. It's not found that often, and people are so intrigued by it and they notice it. They're just something that's rare, but they love it. They're like, oh my gosh, we don't find this often. Okay, let's go with the mystical deck, the mystical wisdom. We have legends. Learn from those who inspire you. Because, oh my gosh, so you could be really inspired by someone. Say an example, like, I don't know, Michael Jackson. Say, I'm just saying as an example, he is considered a legend, okay? Let's just be real here. But this doesn't have to be someone as big as him, this could be anybody, but just saying him as an example, he could be someone that you have allowed to inspire you. Like, there's somebody who's inspired you to do what you do. So like I said, you could have a rare talent or rare gift. Maybe there's like someone you consider a legend in your eyes because they have what you have, and they're the reason that you show it off and things like that. So there's someone who's really inspired you, and this could even be someone in your own family. It doesn't have to be like someone who's like really famous or whatever. This could even be like maybe someone like an ancestor or something like that. Okay, letting go. Learn to let go. So people are noticing at this time is that you've let go of something. So whatever that may be, could be like a pattern or function, or could be like something you just left, something you let go of. But you have let go of something. People are noticing that. And it's a really positive thing because people feel really inspired by that. Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body and spirit. So this group, oh my gosh, you're being watched over and protected, and this angel Raphael is shining a lot of love into your light, into your arms right now for this reading. They're heavily guiding you. You're being heavily guided by Archangel Raphael. That's amazing. Oh my god, look at this spread. What beautiful spread this is. This has been all the messages we have got for you, my love. People are noticing your gifts, they're noticing your talents, you're inspiring others. You have a wild imagination and you should let it run free because it's going to lead you somewhere absolutely amazing. Just open your jar of dreams because you don't know where they're going to end up. And you deserve to be the queen of everything. You're the queen of your reality. You're the queen of what you do. Put yourself out there. Take risks. Say what you want. And I see off this group you are saying what you want. You're being very vocal. People cannot mess with you in any shape, way, or form. You are so powerful. Oh my gosh. People cannot mess with you at all. You will put them in their place. Like, no matter who it is. You are so smart. You are so protective of those that you love. And I'm saying as well, what people knows about you is that you really are protective person. You're a really good friend and a really good person to have on their side. And people just want to hear you talk like a lot, and they don't want it to end. Like, I'm also seeing like people gaze and like start daydreaming and get lost in like your voice, even your eyes if they're looking at you. And it's all really positive stuff. So these are the things people are noticing about you, and it's really positive. So these have been all the messages that I have got. So this has been your reading. Take care. Hi my love, welcome to your reading. So if you've chosen this group and this image, this is going to be your reading. So let's just try to cleanse the space a little bit for your reading. This is the sunstick. Okay. So let's get started into your reading and see what people are noticing about you. So this image is, I love this image. I just love how she's like, it's like she has the moon in her hands, like, I don't know, it's just, something I just love about that image. It's just like, she's making her dreams come true. She's being so creative. So yeah, people are noticing that about you. People are noticing that you're going for what you want to do. You're chasing after your dreams. People notice that you are a big dreamer and that you're so creative. And people are also noticing your beauty. You have a lot of natural beauty. And that is something that you should share with the world, is your natural beauty, your talents, and overall everything that's sweet about you. I'm hearing the word sweet. There's something sweet. What's this? Sweet. Okay, so Spirit, let's get some cards so we can see more about what are people noticing about this group at this time. What are people noticing about this group? People are noticing your hard work, your devotion, how much work, effort, and love that you put into something. People are noticing these things. People are noticing that you're a hard worker. And you're very serious. I'm getting like this serious energy as well. And even like mature. There could be like something else about you that's really mature. We have this Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles is about going towards something, but it's like taking your time. It's like the tortoise and the hare. Like, you're the turtle, not the hare. You're like the turtle in that story. Taking your time. Your sweet time. Maybe that's why I was hearing the word sweet. Sweet ass time. That's what's coming for you here. People notice that you take your sweet ass time. You don't rush into things. And this could be, this is probably like every aspect. This could even be in dating as well. That maybe you take your time in dating. And people that you date notice this. So if anyone's like really fast, they rush into things, that's not for you. You take the slow pace. You want to make sure it feels right. You want to get to know somebody before you get serious with them. And that's a really good thing. I'm just talking from experience. Like, I rushed into things before and I'm like, I don't want to go there again. But I'm not talking about, that's not talking about me. But I'm just saying, I get this energy. I'm trying to say this is what I'm picking up on here. People notice that. It's that you take your sweet ass time. And this does not have to be necessary relationships. This is probably in every aspect. And I see that maybe a reason why you do take a slow pace steadiness is probably because maybe you have been made, you know, decisions in your past where you're like, so now you're more wary and cautious. People notice that about you. This 10 of Pentacles talks about completion. It's a 10, and the 10s are all about endings. But 10 of Pentacles is talking about being really financially secure. So people can notice that, you know, something about your finances. So this could be an assumption, whether it's true or not. People are noticing and they think that you have it together, like financially speaking. that you're successful in something, that you make a good earning. People notice that. People are like, yeah, they probably have a really good financial, you know, those type of things, a good earning. You probably have success in something, to be honest. That's what that is about, actually. Ten of Pentacles, success. So people are noticing something successful. I'm curious to know, what's the Seven of Cups? Like, we had the Tower as well. So you probably shock people in some shape or form. We'll get to see more. What? Give me more in the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups talks about like many options, a lot of things to decide from, choose from. It can also talk about being delusional, but let's just get another card to see what give me more clarification, Spirit, on the Seven of Cups. Okay, Queen of Swords. Okay, so people feel like you have a lot of opportunities waiting for you in every aspect. This could be like a job wise. People feel like you would have a lot of like you could do a lot of different types of jobs, you know. Like, I don't see that you're somebody who sticks to the one thing. People don't see you as somebody who would stick to the one thing. You like to switch it up, basically. You could be good at many different things as well. There's something here about a lot of different things. Like, look at that hedgehog reaching up for all these different cups and all these different things in the cups. However, it's very interesting, actually, that we have Knight of Swords, because he's the complete opposite of like the Knight of Pentacles, which we were talking about, is about the slow pace. Now we have the fast pace. So what I'm getting with this, and this is at the end of the cards, is that when you know something's right, when you've made up your mind, then that's when you speed up and you go for it. You start off like the Knight of Pentacles, you're very cautious. People know this, you're very cautious. But once you know it's right, once you've made up your mind, you speed up, you start, it's like, whoa. That's when you become the hare instead of the turtle, whatever. Okay, we have this Seven of Cups clarified by the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the queen that she can be bossy. She uses discernment. I'm not saying you're necessarily bossy or these things, but this is what this Queen of Swords is. She can be demanding and bossy, just to put it out there. So maybe people notice that about you as well, is that you're very stubborn maybe in what you want. Like, people could be trying to tell you, do this, do that, and you're like, no, no, no. You stay in your own lane. You tell everybody, like, don't tell me what to flip and do, because look at her holding up that sword. It's like, she's just there, like, holding a sword, being like, I'm the queen, you don't mess with me, look at me with this sword, like, literally. Okay, let's get more. We have the peppermint. This says success. Oh my gosh, so I was saying that you've probably been successful in something and people notice your success. I don't care what your success is, even if it's like the smallest thing. People know something here about success. And we have the marriage jam. How do you say this? Marriage. I just call marriage jam. I don't know. But this talks about happiness. So people notice what makes you happy. So whatever makes you feel fulfilled, brings you joy. People notice that. People say you put a lot of your energy and time into something that really fulfills you, fills up your cup. And with this Queen of Swords, you don't take kindly to pettiness. Like, if your cup feels half full, like this image, you're not taking that. You're not letting anybody walk all over you. You're not going to be a doormat to anybody. You're going to fill up your cup no matter like what. I feel like you probably are the type of person as well. What people notice is that you have no issue of cutting ties with people, removing them, you know, things like that. You just don't have time for that. If somebody's just like not fulfilling you in any shape, way, or form, goodbye, boy bye, girl bye, whoever bye, bye bye. Okay, this is the Wild Muse Oracle deck. What are people noticing about this group at this time, Spirit? Multiple streams. Okay, there's something about multiple choices here. This Seven of Cups, like multiple. This card, multiple streams, is talking about multiple type of streams and that you could take. Do you want to go down the stream? Do you want to go down the other stream? Left, right, center, back, middle, whatever. North, south, east, west. Like, what is this about all these options? People are noticing something here about options. So I don't know if this is career. I don't know if this is like, I don't know what this is. Something about multiple streams exactly. But use your, I'm hearing the word discernment with it. You're very wise with it. You're very clever with it. Like, this could be according, you know, to the Knight of Pentacles about you being cautious. Is that you have many paths you could take, but you're very cautious about which one you want to go down, what stream you want to go down. What does, you know, there's multiple streams. What one do you want to take? You're very cautious about that. You don't rush into things. And then once you make that choice, that's when you speed up. Okay, let's go with the, what's this deck called again? Alice the Wonderland Oracle, I think it's called. What are people noticing about this group? Oh. Are you serious? Look at this. Choices. This is what I've been saying about someone here about choices. People are noticing about someone about choices. Okay, so this card says feeling blocked, restrained. Okay, so you have no problem in making a choice that you want to make. If something, like I was saying, if somebody is making you feel restrained, someone is just like no, or anybody, not even a person, even like a thing, whatever the case is, anything at all, you make the choice to move on from that. Just, what the hell is this about choices? We have almost surprises, trying to please everyone. So people notice that maybe you're a big people pleaser. Don't know what that means. Maybe you really want to look your best all the time, or you really, people are noticing that you're doing things because you want to impress others. Something along those lines there with that card. We also have this card, you can't go back, be in the present. So people are noticing that they can't be delusional with you because you just live in the present. You just want to stay on the lane that you're on. Because I did say, you know, the Seven of Cups can talk about delusions as well. People know that if they're like being delulu or not being in touch with reality, that you're not going to take kindly to that, because the Queen of Swords is an energy that doesn't take kindly to anything that she doesn't like. So I see that you don't like people. Maybe this isn't even you. Maybe people are noticing that you don't like these type of people, like people pleasers. So if that doesn't resonate with you, if you don't consider that to be you, that you try to please everyone, maybe it just means that people are noticing that you don't like people who try to please everybody, try to like impress people, cockiness, like you don't like cocky people, things like that. People are noticing that. Oh god, interesting. This group's so interesting. What's been noticed about this group? Originality. Blaze your own trait. Okay, so you're original. People are noticing that you are original, that you are unique. And that could be people who are trying to mimic you, copy you. Maybe you've always had this. Maybe if there's been always individuals who've always tried to copy you, and you're like, please, I'm original. There's like, don't even try to mimic me. Don't try to do what I do. Don't. Maybe that's why you don't like these delusional people. Maybe you make people go a little bit delulu, thinking that they can be like you, even though like they're nothing like you. Oh god. Look at this image too. She's just buzzing. She's just being herself. People are noticing that and fooling you like that this time. Okay, so we have Battle of the Blues, take steps towards positive change. So yes, you're very cautious and wise in the steps that you take. And they could have been through past things, maybe you've done things like I would say as example that you wish you never rushed into so much, because this card looks like she's kind of healing from something. And we also have intuition, trust your intuition. So another group has this card as well. People notice that you use your intuition, and to be honest, I'm not entirely sure, but there was another group that had the Queen of Swords, and I think this card was in that same spread, I think. Because, you know, this Queen of Swords is someone who really stands on her own ground and does what she wants to do. Oh my gosh, so this has been such a lovely, positive reading. People are really noticing a lot of amazing things about you, that you're so original and unique. And also same with this group as well, that maybe there's been individuals who, like, you're the type of person that people wouldn't admit things to, that they really think, like, positive things. Like, a lot of people think you're really beautiful and they really would love to get to know you, but there's like something about you that holds them back. Maybe you could be quite intimidating, you could be a little hard to get to know, but I feel like once somebody really cracks that, like, you're like the onion, when people peel that, you know, and you open up a little bit to them more, they're like, wow, they see the real you. I'm also saying that you probably have a really good sense of humor. Like, you could come across as a little serious and a little, like, you know, just serious, but you probably have like this really hilarious side to you, and you may even consider yourself to be weird. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing. I say that you're probably really fun, but you don't let just anybody into your circle. You're very wary of who you let into your circle. It takes a lot to earn your trust, especially when it comes to dating. I'm saying is that you want to build with somebody, like this Ten of Pentacles. You want to build with somebody. You want something real and long lasting. You're for the long term. You don't have time for short term. That's not your thing. Or if you have had short term things, it's just not for you no more. You want the real deal. You want someone really solid and who really is going to have your back. And I see that you probably have high standards, but that's a good thing. People are noticing that you have high standards, so if they nobody can lower your standards. If anybody is just not reaching up to your standards or your expectations, you are just going to be like, bye bye. You want your cup filled. People noticing that you deserve to have your cup filled, because people are noticing that you do deserve these good things, and you have all these amazing qualities about yourself, and you're very loved. You are loved. You are loved. And it's amazing. These messages have been amazing. People think that you're amazing, and you probably inspire people as well. You could be a little bit mysterious and closed in, but you should but once you open that up, once you open your book, open the book, go into that chapter where you've had like a trauma experience, people are like, wow, wow, wow. Like, you're so inspirational. So this has been all the messages that I have got for this group. You are a beautiful individual and you deserve all the blessings that are on your way. So this has been all the messages that have come through for this reading. So this has been your reading. Take care.